Okay, hi guys, welcome to a super quick, I promise this time, super quick review of this little amp and DAC that I've been using for the past couple of months. It is the YinlvMei M400. It is a amp and DAC unit that is a fingerprint magnet. It's a Bluetooth compatible amp. It has filter switches and it has adjustable gain setting as well as inline controls, all by these tiny little metal buttons, and it has a adjustable volume pot with 100 points on the pedometer, I think. Nothing on this side. On the back, this is the charging point and microphone input, which you can use for calls but never will likely, as well as these tiny little torque screws on the background. So as I say, the front is this like sort of glass finish, and you can see it picks up a lot of fingerprints. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. The front has this screen. If I hold it, the power button, you'll see it lights up. It tells you the volume you've got it at, the gain level, and the filter mode that you've got it on. There's a button here at the back which allows you to toggle through the filter modes. You see there's 6 filter modes and 2 gain modes, high gain and low gain. This is just a useful little thing to see where your settings are at. Balanced 4.4mm output. Phone out, traditional 3.5mm jack, a line and coaxial out, as well as the USB input if you want to hook it up directly to your phone or your DAP. This is the YinlvMei A2. It's very good, but my model seems to be faulty, so I'm waiting to try and fix that myself. This is, I believe, about $700, and it essentially turns your phone into a something like the Aston Cube or something like that. I mean, I've got the Cube as well, and sound wise, I don't put too much stock into DACs and amps once you get to a certain level, just because there's only so much I want an amp and DAC to do. If it has the right connectors for me, if it has the right features for me in terms of control, then I want this to be as neutral as possible and let my earphones or headphones do the talking. I know there's some people that like warmth and stuff, and this is the XDuo XP2 Pro. And there is a noticeable difference where this sounds more natural and analogy, I guess you could say is the usual term people use, and this sounds more cold and flatter with the response. It's just a colder overall sound, which a lot of the XDuo products have. That's going to be down to personal preference. I really like this because I think the sound stage, the openness, that sort of natural sound to this as opposed to a more sort of digital sound. It has crazy amounts of power. I've used it with my 600 ohm Bears. I've used it to drive planers. I've used to drive multi-driver earphones, tribrids and stuff like that. And you're never going to have a problem with power with something like this. Predominantly I use it with the balance connector, but I'll also use it with the 3.5mm. I don't really use the line out or the coaxial unless I'm using it as a Bluetooth connector. So what I'll do is I'll set it up with my hi-fi system. I'm displaced just now because of coronavirus, so I'm using a smaller sort of sound system that I've got over here. And what I do is I actually plug the line out straight into the thing and just leave this running, hook my phone up and use it as a Bluetooth like connection to my non-Bluetooth hi-fi system. The pairing is super simple. You just hold this button down for about 10 seconds, it will enter pairing mode, find it on your phone, connect it, and to be honest, there really is something to this. I didn't think this was the first of its kind that I tried with a Bluetooth DAC and amp. And I was like, I always want to use a cable. I don't want like degradation of my sound by using Bluetooth and stuff. It has all the right codecs that you want for high fidelity wireless audio. So there's no issue there. But what I've actually found is it's really bloody nice being able to have your phone in your hand and not cabled up, especially when you're walking about. I'm not doing critical listening when I'm walking about my house. I've got my phone in my hand. I'm maybe checking something. If I'm getting on a bus, getting on a plane or something like that, I'm not doing critical listening, so I don't need to have it jacked up. And I've actually found that I'm becoming a real fan of having this in my pocket as opposed to this, because I will be playing with my phone, and when I'm playing with my phone, I can just switch the track. With this, I still have to get it out my pocket when I've already probably got my phone out in my hand, fidgeting around anyway. I just find this is more convenient now than actually using a standalone DAP, and it sounds just as good. This sounds bloody phenomenal. This sounds bloody phenomenal. This sounds very good. And when you pair it with, you know, a really good set of headphones, this absolutely bangs. This is absolutely worth the money. I think this is on a par with stuff that is well more expensive from more established brands. I'm not 100% certain on long-term functionality. One thing I don't like is that you cannot charge this off. For example, my MacBook charger, USB-C charger, it won't